KKNW, its management, or other advertisers. This program is sponsored by Marie Manuchehri.
Welcome to the Marie Manuchehri Show, where energy and medicine meet. I will be your host for the next hour. I have over 19 years of healthcare experience and began my career as an energy medicine practitioner while working as an oncology nurse at a Seattle area hospital. My skill in moving energy combined with my medical background have been a catalyst for change in many people's lives. I hope the next hour will be transformative for you as well. Good morning and welcome to the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're live just outside of Seattle, and this is your self-love hour. You're going to fall in love with you, be reminded of the self-love that you deserve, because this is how you improve your life. This is how your body gets healthier. This is how your relationships become fun and secure and playful. This is how you create wealth in your life, and you find things to do in the world that feed your soul and your spirit and bring you even more joy. So this is the hour to remind yourself that you are precious and magnificent, and you deserve the very, very best of anything that you desire.
Oh, well said. Well said. So loving. Gotta love yourself first, right? I mean,
gotta love yourself.
Yeah.
Yes. And we just got our brand new What If cards. They just arrived last night.
Cool.
The amazing power of intuitive What If cards. So I'll share some of them on the show today, but they just look gorgeous. I'm very happy. They took a little longer for me to create than they normally do. Not sure why, but they're so pretty. So you can go to energyintuitive.com, go to our product page in our store and find them. And there's a little instruction booklet in there. And then there's 50 cards, positive what if cards, so you can be in a high frequency and high vibration about your natural intuitive abilities and begin to use them personally, professionally, or whatever you want.
Good to know. And congratulations again. You're just rolling them out. Just one after another. Surprise and all these good things.
Yeah. Okay, so we have people calling into the show.
We do. It's an open call-in show day today for the Marie Manuchehri Show. Yep, 877-825-8828, and we'll just jump right on it. We'll take Chris calling in from, I believe, Montana. Chris, hello.
Good morning. How are you?
We are doing well, thanks.
Good morning. What can I do for you, Chris?
Just a general read, I think. Yeah.
Are you sure? I think you should ask me a specific question.
All right. I have an issue. I see you on TV right now. The general question is, all of my life, I have been surrounded by jealousy. And I get it's their problem. But I mean, it's manifesting like you wouldn't believe. I'm being attacked left and right. And I'm like, you know what? This is ridiculous. I feel like I'm in elementary school.
Yeah. So very wise of you to recognize, you didn't put it exactly in these words, but you are the dominating factor. You know, even though these are different people at different times in your life that you've noticed that have show up with jealousy and meanness, you are the primary reason why this is happening. It's happening because your energy is creating it. So people who have this experience are very powerful individuals, and they are afraid of their power. They're afraid of it. They don't utilize it enough. They don't set enough boundaries. They don't create balance in their life that allows them to look like their magnificence. And so individuals around you who want to be powerful like you are, even though you don't know how powerful you are and you're not embracing it as well as you could, they recognize this on a subconscious level. And they're jealous of your power. It's really a compliment, quite frankly. When anyone is intimidated by you, it's actually a compliment. So in order for this to go away, I'm not saying you should be friends with these people or you should have them in your life. I'm saying absolutely not.
No. I cut people out like that. It's like, you know what? I don't have time.
Right. But in order for this to go away and for you to be surrounded by people who appreciate you and value you and cherish you, you're going to have to embrace your power and begin showing it outwardly in the world. That's what this is about. You're the common denominator in this whole situation, and you're going to need to embrace your power. Do you know what that means, to embrace your power?
Yeah, start just not being ashamed of who I am, because I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm right here. Can you hear me
She
now?
didn't respond.
Now I can. I missed what you just said. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. I was listening to you.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So this is your homework. So this is exciting. The universe is bringing this to your attention. This is something that you wanted to learn in this lifetime. That's why it's happened since you were very young. I can relate to this actually very well. And so now maybe if you walk around the house and go, oh, what if I share my power? What if I stand in the authenticity of my magnificence? What if I allow my power to be full and front and center in my life, and I don't hide it or push it away, and I allow people to be somewhat uncomfortable with it, and I don't go out of my way to make people feel more comfortable around my power, that you actually get to be your authentic self.
Yes, and you're exactly right, because I downplay it. I downplay it because I've just had so many blessings in my life and so many life experiences. I love life, and people don't understand anymore. I love life.
Well, you know what will happen? I'm so happy that you even shared how much you love life, and I can relate with that as well. It's such a beautiful thing. Is as you embrace your power, you're going to attract people who feel the same way that you do about life, and also embrace their own magnificence. And then you can hang out together and grow and expand and have incredible experiences, and they can celebrate yours, and you can celebrate theirs. So it's going to be amazing. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You got your homework now.
Yep. Sounds good, Chris. Thanks for joining the show from Montana area. And I know I just want to stress out and send out the information to all of our folks. If you are listening to it separately on another device or watching on TV, there is a delay. So make sure those things are turned off in the background so we can hear you live. I think that might be our little hiccup there, but that's okay. Moving on.
I'm going to recite one of our beautiful new What If cards about intuition. We have this lovely little being with a gorgeous third eye on the card. What if dolphins can feel my energy from miles away, and our emerging light builds my intuitive muscle?
Ooh, liking it.
One of my favorite cards in the deck.
Very cool. Dolphins. I may see them when I go on my trip to the Caribbean this weekend.
Oh my gosh, have a beautiful trip.
Thanks. Are they in the Caribbean? Are they in the Caribbean?
They're everywhere.
All righty, that's what I want to hear.
Everywhere. Yeah.
Sounds good. 877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We'll take now Jennifer calling in from, looks like, Northern California. Hey, Jennifer.
Hi, thank you so much for taking my call. I was calling because I'm trying to make a decision about taking an 8-week class with a psychologist, and I really trust and value your opinion, Marie, and I'm really into Abraham Hicks and, not focusing on unwanted, and I also love the self-love that you talk about. And so this class would be about, for the title is Adult Survivors of Narcissistic Parents, which really turns me off, but she says it's a lot to do with focus on self-love. And I told her that I really would want to, focus on the solution, not the problem. But anyway, it's $800 and it's like a small 3 to 6 person class. And I'm just wondering if you feel like it could be good for me or not, because of the focus on self-love, but also focus on narcissistic parents.
Well, you know what I love about learning about narcissism, because there's a lot of narcissistic people on the planet, a lot. And so it's nice to learn what it looks like, what it feels like. If you don't have clarity about that, kind of understanding life who, have those symptoms or the actual diagnosis. But if you already know all that, it may not be necessary. But here's my rule. My rule is, does this thought of taking this class, does it bring you joy? Is it allowing you to feel joyful?
Okay. Well, I'm torn because I love that she talks about self-love, but I also have a fear of focusing on narcissists. My mother is my person, and I find myself getting more upset about my mom and having a bad dream about my mom while I'm trying to make this decision. So that's where I'm torn, because I really love that she says she's going to focus on the self-love part, and that part feels great. I just don't know, how it'll be.
But you might learn things about how to handle individuals who have that coping mechanism or those wounds inside of them, and how to not take it personally. You might learn some cool techniques. But I just want you to kind of hang out and allow yourself to measure, does it feel joyful or not? So I think you should just spend some time today, maybe meditating, ask the universe to help you to show if there's joy there. I don't have a bad feeling about it at all.
Oh, okay.
I don't. But I want you to learn to trust yourself and use this power that you have inside of you to feel joy so that you can utilize it as you make decisions for yourself.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I grew with growing up with my mom. I let her make all the decisions so that I would never be wrong. And she wanted to make all the decisions. So it was a perfect, plan. But now, trusting myself is really hard. That's why I wanted you to tell me.
Well, I already told you I don't see anything wrong with it, but I've given you the actual tool.
Yeah.
Sit with it and do you feel joyful? Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Have a great day. Happy birthday. Bye-bye. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jennifer, very much for calling in from Northern California, 877-825-8828. Words of advice and awesome wisdom. Let's take Julia calling in from the Redmond area, Redmond, Washington. Hi, Julia.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
Marie and Benny.
Good morning. What can I do for you?
I have kind of a different question in regards to honoring soul contract of others, or not, I guess their path, and versus maybe intervening or taking action. I recently stopped volunteering at a private animal sanctuary after many years because it was
Congratulations.
No longer,
Congratulations. Yes.
Big decision, but I knew it was the right one because it was no longer bringing me joy because of the person who runs it. So my question is, over the years, the care is not what it used to be. And I have concerns for the future. I don't want to see them in the news one day because things get out of control. They don't know how to say no. And although their numbers are much less than they used to be, they kind of have started to cut corners, which is one of the reasons I couldn't be a part of it anymore. So part of me is wondering, do I just walk away and have nothing to do with it? Which, I mean, I'm doing that, but do I need to tell somebody at some point, that, like a mutual contact, to check on them? Or because, like I said, I have this feeling that I want the animals in their care to be taken care of, but then I'm like, well, is it their sole contract because something's supposed to come of this? So I'm kind of in a weird spot.
Well, we don't have contracts like most people would make you believe that we do. Souls are independent creatures. Free will is the strongest law in all of the universes. So we don't have contracts with other people, ever.
Okay.
We never do. We may come into an agreement that, oh, hey, I really want to work on, like the topic that we've been talking about today, my personal power, and this other person wants to learn to be more gracious, but there's no contract involved. No one's entitled to stay in any agreement if there's any made. Every soul is responsible for their own personal growth and expansion of knowledge and consciousness. I mean, if you're seeing situations that are wrong, and I mean that go against governances for sanctuaries like that, then yeah, I guess you could report it. But if this is just because you're picky, you know what I mean? You're really picky. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, right? That's a good thing. And of course the animals deserve to be treated with the best and most wonderful of kindness. When I look at this facility, and I don't know their name or anything, I see that they really love the animals and they do the very best they can. So if they are going against some important, rules, true governances, then yes, you could say something to some body organization that oversees, the well-being, or you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. And that makes me feel better.
But if you're feeling really picky, because you're picky, and I'm not saying you're wrong at all. I'm not saying that, but I feel like these animals are getting really great care, and some of them would have never gotten this type of care ever. So,
I agree with you. I think I was just more worried that over time they've not done the same care they used to, and because they won't close intake and they don't have a lot of help, my concern is down the road that they could get overwhelmed. And
I think that's their issue that they'll need to work on personally. That's just what I think. That's just my personal, I mean, you could always say to them, hey guys, I'm worried about you for the future. Maybe this is something you could talk about. Okay, great. Then I think that's enough. Personally, that's just me. You can do whatever you want, whatever feels right to you, because again, this independence that we have, this free will, is the strongest law in the universe, the strongest law. So you can do whatever you want. But I think what would be important for you is to stop worrying. I don't think it's a good habit for you. If you want to help someone, send them positive energy. That's what I'm doing right now as we're talking about this sanctuary. I'm sending energy to them, positive, happy, energy.
Awesome. That is a great reminder. And thank you. No, this has been a huge
You're
help.
welcome.
It's been
Great.
weighing on me.
I'm so excited for you. Yay.
Thank you. Well, you guys have a wonderful day. I appreciate
you
your
too.
advice.
You too. Thank you. And I'm going to say one more of these beautiful cards. Okay. I love the little guy that's on guy girl. I don't know what it is that I picked to be the cover.
Supernatural figure. Yeah.
It's really pretty. So here's another what if question. What if I easily discern the difference between my thoughts and true insight? And at the bottom of some of the cards, there's like a message from the universe. It could be a message from me. I wrote it, but it could be from the universe or your spirit guides. And here's the message for this card. You are amazing at releasing logic and embracing inner knowing.
Good one. All right. 877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're at our first break of the hour, and we're going to take that right now. We'll be right back with more with you and with Marie.
Join me, Marie Manuchehri, for a 2-day in-person workshop about self-love. Allow yourself to take a deep dive into the essence of self-love. Self-love is the highest energy one can embrace while living in a physical reality, like Earth. Its vibration, once held within your human energy system, can radically change your world for the better. Self-love is an experience, not a thought. Its existence in your body, energy system, and spirit will attract incredible outcomes by naturally upgrading every area of your human experience. Join me Saturday, October 28th and Sunday, October 29th for this beautiful 2-day in-person workshop. Lunch is included. It's at the Lodge at St. Edward's Park, just outside of Seattle in Kenmore, Washington. To learn more, go to energyintuitive.com.
Time is funny. Sometimes it seems fast and other times slow. When it comes to time slots remaining on Alternative Talk 1150, time is running out. In fact, there are just a few primetime slots available. So if you want to host your own radio program, the time to call 425-653-1150 is right now. Nope, no time for excuses. Dial 425-653-1150 to find out how affordable it can be to host a radio show. Alternative Talk. We have an opportunity waiting just for you.
Hello, this is Marie Manuchehri, and this fall I have a brand new class coming up, 8-week course called The Soul's Journey. And in this powerful, fun, amazing class where we all come together once a week for 8 weeks, you will learn how you are forever a soul, extremely wise and adventurous, curious above all, that you have traveled throughout space and in many different realities for centuries. Your soul knows the worlds beyond Earth in detail and wishes for your human awareness to become familiar with its path. Join me and discover what unique life forms live in other dimensions. Learn about the laws that govern the universe and tap into your soul's desires for this lifetime and so much more. This class will begin September 25th through November 13th. Go to energyintuitive.com for more.
Alternative Talk 1150. It's good for what ails you. This statement has not been evaluated by the FDA.
And welcome back to the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're live just outside of Seattle, talking about loving yourself and embracing your magnificence. This is your hour of power because you will incredibly upgrade your life the more you fall in love with yourself. In fact, if you've been, studying this concept for a while, which I'm sure many of you have, you might want to just take a little inventory. How has your life changed as you've been loving yourself? Can you, look at some aspects of your life that have greatly improved, this is where you can use your logical mind to evaluate things honestly and go, oh my gosh, I really have had changes, positive changes in my work sector, positive changes in my family and friends, positive changes in my health. Because that can help you to be motivated to dive deeper into self-love, because self-love is something that you can only enlarge. It's not something that you jump on and you're done. Oh, I did it. It's something that just continues to grow. Just like loving anything, it changes and it grows over time. It morphs, whether it's another human being or a part of the world or a pet. It shifts and changes over time. So the love that you have for yourself is meant to be enormous, bigger than you could possibly imagine.
Yeah. Amen to that. You're number one. Remember that. You're number one. Okay. Let's see. Let's take, is it Mahek from California? Mahek? Are you there, Mahek?
Yes.
Hi.
Yes, it's the heck.
Hi.
Yay. Hi, Marie. I'm so glad I got in today.
Yay. It's so wonderful you got in today. What can I do for you?
I just wanted to talk to you about this pain that I've been experiencing since the past couple of years now, for as long as I can remember, and I'm only 32.
Okay.
I moved from India to California when I was 23, and I think that's around that time. That's when it started, and it's in my around my neck, shoulders, especially my right one, my upper back. It's basically my crap muscles. They're always sore and achy. Nothing works. Physical therapy didn't work. Massages, like it works at the time, but then again, it's back to where it is the next day.
Temporary.
And my doctor said that the muscles around my scapula area are really overworked, and they've been taking all the stress, and my core needs to strengthen. And I'm just wondering if there's anything going on, like energetically.
Yeah.
Really
So this whole area that you're talking about, the majority is governed by your throat chakra. So this is about you speaking your truth, saying exactly how you feel. And what I would do for this area is I would use a fascia tool to loosen up the fascia, because it's so tight. You know, fascia is like it's like a hairnet, if you will, and it covers your muscles and your ligaments and your tendons. It's in your tissues. And when it gets tight, like it does for you, it kind of freezes your muscles. It makes it difficult to move. It can create pain, soreness, tightness. But this is about expressing your truth. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does. And you know what? Last year I came out to my mom and I told her I'm in love with this woman. And I finally got married to her this year. And my family is just not being really accepting because, you know, it's India and, you know, all that going on. But yeah, maybe that's something related to that, or maybe, I don't know, since the past couple of years, I don't know, maybe I haven't been speaking my truth to my family, so that could be it.
Well, I'm so proud of you for coming out and sharing your true desires and your true love, and congratulations on your marriage.
No
That's
kidding.
so exciting.
Yeah.
So exciting. And I think it's important that you keep speaking your truth. Like, it's okay if people don't agree with us. You know, speaking truth is not about convincing other people to agree with us. It's just about self-expression. It has nothing to do with agreement. In fact, you get to find out who is in alignment with you and who's not in alignment with you when you express your truth. And I would be even honest with, you know, because your family really does love you, by the way. They really do love you. They really do. So I'm so glad you guys love me, but I'm annoyed. Right. I'm annoyed that I don't feel, you know, appreciated, or I'm annoyed that you don't necessarily support my choices, but I'm grateful that you love me. I mean, like, just maybe more of those conversations. And if it's not about your family, it could be about other people, but just know that expressing your truth, even if you can't say it to the people involved, write it down in a journal, speak to a wall about it. You want to get it out of your body. Talk to a dog or a cat or a squirrel. Just get it out of your body so it's not stuck in there, causing that fascia to get so tight. Okay?
I love that. And you know what? My partner called you last week, or the last time you had your show, and she was saying, she was talking about her daughter, telling her daughter, and it went so well.
Yay! So glad. I'm so
we're
glad.
going crazy. Oh my gosh, how she was going to react to it. And she was just totally fine. In fact, yesterday she told me just don't break my mom's heart, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that was really sweet.
Oh, yeah. That's
So
congratulations. I'm so glad
you.
that you guys are loving each other. And that's the most important thing in the world anyway.
Oh, thank you.
You're
Well, I hope
welcome.
you have a wonderful
Have a
day.
great
It was so
day.
nice to connect with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you too.
Yes, it was lovely. Have a great day.
Us as well. Yeah, congratulations. That's so cool. And just to also experience it with others and get it out there in the open. That's the best part. I mean, it really is. Okay. Let's take now Beth calling in from Charlotte, North Carolina. Hi, Beth. Welcome to the show.
Hi. Thank you for taking my call.
Sure.
I
Of
wanted
course.
to actually call in and get just like mediumship reading. I've been working on my
Okay.
energy this past year, and been working really hard. I went to a month-long yoga retreat in Thailand, and I just
Wow.
wanted to. It was wonderful, and I just kind of want to check in and see, if there's, anything going on the other side that you can tell me about. Maybe some messages to.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really feel, I mean, you can disagree with me, but I don't, honestly, you can, anyone can at any time. I don't really feel like you have a whole lot of dead people over there that you have a strong connection with, or that you miss terribly. And I could be wrong. I see more of archangels and spirit guides for you right now, because they're so excited for you. They feel like you're on the right track, that you're making excellent progress, that you're getting out of your head significantly. And you keep repeating the process, which they're so grateful for, because it's a challenging thing for humans to do, to learn to get out of their head. And once you figure out some techniques that work for you and you consistently go back to them, it just makes your life a million times better. Is this making sense, what I'm saying right now?
It is. It really is. Yes.
Yeah. So you actually have Archangel Michael right next to you. And that's always a major blessing. That also means, at least from my perspective, that there's something really cool unraveling in your life that could be life changing, whether it's a career or relationships, or, something about your body, getting stronger or younger or just more flexible. But it's definitely significant. So do you meditate often?
I do meditate, and I do qigong. I do a lot of breathing exercises.
Great.
I actually kind of hit a low point in my life about a year ago, and I actually called you about a year ago. It was regarding my leg, actually, but and it was, you had told me to take back my power, and that really resonated, because I felt like that was spot on. So I've worked really hard. I went to therapy. I started doing qigong. I went to a retreat, and I feel like I'm on the right track. And I don't know. I just wanted to call, and when you say that I'm not really connecting to anybody on the other side, I actually resonate with that also. Like, my parents have both died, but my mother was paranoid schizophrenic, and we just didn't have a close relationship, and with my mom or my dad. I actually kind of tried to remove myself from them.
Yeah. So here's what I think would be great. I love that you're meditating. I love that you're doing qigong. I want you, because when you're doing that, which is lovely, you're going to get information. I want you to start acting on it. I want you to start following the advice or the hunches or the ahas that you're getting when you're doing these activities. I want you to take notes, write down, because when we're in that moment and we're channeling information and we're absorbing knowledge, sometimes we forget about it. Like, you turn off the music, you stop doing qigong, you go wash dishes or walk the dog or talk to someone on the phone, or you read the news, and it's gone. It's like, flew out of your head, you completely forgot about it, and then you don't take any action. So I want you to start writing down those precious messages that are coming to you, because they are coming to you, and then I want you to take action with them.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
All
Thank you
right.
so
You're
much.
welcome. Have a great day.
Yeah, thanks very much, Beth, for calling in from the Charlotte, North Carolina, 877-825-8828. And let's stay in the local area, Marie. We'll take Camille, I believe, calling in from Seattle. Hi, Camille.
Hi, Marie. Hi, Benny.
Hi.
I'm so happy I got
Hi,
through
Camille.
today. Love your show.
Great. What can I do for you?
Us too.
Aw.
Well, I've been working a lot of myself in the past, 6 months to a year, and trying to get in touch with my intuition and raise my energetic vibration, all those things you talk about. And I kind of want just like a general reading to see how I'm doing and where I'm at. And I know work has been a little bit challenging, so that's also one of the, I guess that's not general, but that's one of the other things that I'm sort of unsure what to do about currently. So.
Well, I think it's great that that work is a little bit problematic. Not that I really want that for you, but it's getting you curious about what can I do that makes me happy, that creates the wealth that I desire, that brings me more joy, whether that's small tweaks or big tweaks or a major jump into a different career path. I think the things that are happening at work are helping you to gain those insights. We're in a really interesting energetic time, especially when we look at astrology. We've had so many planets retrograde, which some of them are going to be going direct soon, even though Mercury is going to go retrograde. But I actually like it when Mercury goes retrograde. It helps with my psychic ability, actually.
This is
really
where
like
you
it.
and I don't get along very well, because I'm not a fan of the Mercury in retrograde with all the equipment. Just the equipment.
Okay.
No, that's all I'm saying. Just saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as I was saying, I think this is a time for you to actually really dive into what would bring you beautiful and amazing joy in your life about work. This is the time to be creative with your ideas. You are on the right track. You are doing amazing work, but there's something else for you that's going to be really fulfilling work-wise.
Okay. That's what I
Does
was
that
wondering,
make-
if there's a lesson to be learned from this. And that's
Yeah, I wouldn't look at it as a lesson.
Right now,
I think people are so hard on themselves. There's, this is a lesson. I have to go through this. I don't see it that way. The universe is excited that you're going, this is a little annoying. And not that you have to leave right away or make any changes. It's just provoking you to kind of get curious about your magnificence, your natural talents, what you do really like, what makes you really happy, so that you can allow a dream that you don't even know exists out into the universe.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Stay the course and allow my awareness to expand while I'm going through the process.
Yeah. So do whatever you need to do for work. Don't worry so much about it, but be curious about, who else am I? What else would I be interested in accomplishing? I want you to get curious about you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And then it's going to come clear. It might take about a year, but you're going to get some clarity about it. It's going to be beautiful.
Okay. I just feel like I'm in the middle of it all right now, so it's hard to see.
Well, nothing's wrong at work, by the way. And you're a good employee. You're doing great. They really like you. It's just other people are stressed, and sometimes they put their stress on others rather than owning their own issues. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So try not to take it personally, and just realize that the benefit of this is it's helping you to focus on you and what you can accomplish and what's in your best interest.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay.
Right, really
okay. Have a
appreciate it.
beautiful day.
Yeah, thanks, Camille, for joining us from the Seattle area. 877-825-8828. We'll take at least one more before second break of the hour, and we'll take Mimi calling in from looks like New York City. Hi, Mimi.
Oh, hi. Thank you for taking my call.
Sure.
Hi, Benny and Marie.
Hi.
Of course. Hi,
I don't
Mimi. What can I do for you?
I called about a year ago. I went through a traumatic divorce. Everything was well. It's all good now. I mean, he was a serial cheater, and you told me he was, you felt his energy, and you verified everything that I expected. Anyway, make a long story short, everything is great now. We went through an uncontested divorce. Everything's amicable.
Great.
Yes. I'm having the time of my life. I have new hobbies, new friends.
Yay.
Yes, everything is great, Marie. My question is, I love love. I love to be in love.
I mean, yeah.
I love to be in a committed relationship. And I've been dating someone for 4 months. It happened really fast, but the energy is great. But I'm not sure if that's the right thing to do. I mean, I don't know.
Well, here's what I think, because remember, you were part of that relationship, even though that person was doing things that you don't agree with, or they're not a part of your value system. You allowed that person into your life, and you were unaware for a long time of the choices they were making. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you do need to be mindful, because you haven't had a lot of space in between the divorce and where you are. I'm not saying you shouldn't date or have fun or get to know people. I think that's lovely, and you are having fun, so that's wonderful. But I think you need to continue to work on your worth and your value, so that it, and you could have people can attract an amazing person. It doesn't have to be years in between. For some people it certainly does, but that doesn't have to be the solution or the answer. But I do think you do need to be aware. And so, like, what do your friends and family say about this person? Because I'm assuming that they've met this person.
Well, we're from two different worlds. But it's a passionate, fun relationship. I mean, we are from two different worlds. He has done a lot of things in the past when he was younger that I never thought I would date someone like that, put it that way. But I'm just having so much fun, and
I would stay in the fun and the passion, but just don't make any serious decisions right now. Like, don't get engaged, don't get married. First of all, you don't have to get remarried.
He's already talking about that.
I'm sure he is. You're a catch.
You
are a catch. So
I am.
I'm not going to tell you how many people wanted to marry me in the last 20 years, but I've really had to work on myself and my own self-love and my own self-worth, so that I can allow myself to have a really healthy match. And so I just think it's incredibly important for you to tell him, I'm not ready to get married. I'm enjoying being single. I'm having fun with you, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do on a serious level in the future. This is part of your self-worth, speaking your truth, asking for what you want. And I definitely would not jump into a serious relationship. I love that you love, but make it work in terms of loving yourself. Loving you more than romance right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So don't run into
like his energy. How about his energy? Can you tell me anything about him? Is he being sincere in a way, or is it just because he knows I'm a good catch? That
overall, I think he is. I think he's really working on sincerity and honesty and all of those things. I really do think that he is. But I do think a better match for you. And I'm not saying don't date him. You're having fun. That's great. You're having joy. That's lovely. That's wonderful. But I think a better match for you would be somebody who's more conscious. I don't think he's conscious enough for you.
I see.
That's what I think. But I said, have fun, play. Just don't get married. Please don't get engaged. Don't do it. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, and congratulations. Have a lovely day.
Yeah, no kidding, Mimi. And from New York City. I mean, how can you not have fun there already and have all these relationships around you, being attracted to so much, and you, Maria, especially having so much attraction around you. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
So I just want to remind people we have psychic coaching. I just put it up on the website. Well, I didn't. My assistants do that for me. But psychic coaching, it's a 12-week online course, Monday evenings, January 22nd through April 8th. You can visit the course tab at energyintuitive.com. It's really, really fun. You really learn about the psychic world and how to use your psychic energy. And then energy healing, also one of my favorite classes, also 12 weeks, January 24th through April 17th. You get to really understand how does energy healing work. And then, of course, we have classes coming up, a whole bunch of them, 2 in person. Even if you have to get on a plane and fly to Seattle, you're definitely going to take the deep dive into the Essence of Self-Love workshop. It's 2 days, wonderful food, in a state park, at a gorgeous hotel, on the lake. You can't see the lake from the hotel, but you can hike down to it. It'll be absolutely gorgeous. So go to the Energy Intuitive website and check out all my classes in person and online. Can't wait to see you either way.
Perfect. We're going to take a deep dive into this break with Marie, and we'll be right back. Marie, I can't get this out today. I don't know, for some strange reason, I just can't do it. We'll be right back with Marie.
Did you know that your chakras and your auric field talk to each other all day long, communicating important messages and recipes to not only help your body to heal if it has a disease, to stay healthy, and actually to help you evolve and step into your magnificence. Within the aura are layers and layers of color and unique descriptions of vibration, like clouds and strong structures embedded within these beautiful fields that surround you that head out for miles and miles potentially. These beliefs affect your auric fields and communicate to the chakras. And sometimes these beliefs are not really well embedded. They have been perhaps wobbled by previous lifetimes, and the information that they're sharing with your chakras could create problems. Join me for a lovely 12-week course on the dance of the chakras and the auric field. Discover how to listen to your aura and your chakras, learn how to communicate effective information to the auric field, which will enhance the chakra system and your human form. Understand how dialogue between the aura and the chakra affects your current reality and previous lifetimes too. I talk to the chakras and the auric field in every session I'm doing, mostly mental telepathically, and you can too. So join me September 27th through December 20th and find out how to connect and communicate to your gorgeous, phenomenal, and powerful energy system. It's already talking to you, and you are going to want to know what it says. For more information, visit energyintuitive.com.
When you struggle with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis, you get used to not feeling 100%. I thought that was how it had to be. Until I discovered the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. They told me about new medications that weren't around back when I was diagnosed. They helped me find a specialist who gave me a new treatment plan. I'm feeling better than I ever thought I could. Don't settle for not feeling your best. Take action today to take care of yourself. Spill your guts. Learn more at spillyourguts.org.
There's a reason they invented the internet. It's called 1150kknw.com.
And welcome back to the Manuchehri Show. This is your love hour, your self-love hour. It's imperative. And this hour, you get to practice it. You know, sometimes I think we say to ourselves, okay, I'll practice it tomorrow or maybe next week or when I'm on vacation or, you know, I'm too busy right now. I can't practice self-love. But actually, if you get into the practice of it so that it becomes a daily activity like dental flossing your teeth and taking a shower, you know, or whatever you have to do during the day, every single day, then you actually are going to reduce the stresses and anxieties and the problems in your life. And you're going to really plug into your insight, because when you love and adore yourself, you start vibrating your energy closer to your higher self, which is this elevated consciousness of supreme wisdom that exists in the heavens, which is a beautiful, incredible, never separated part of you. And so you get better access to your consciousness, to this, you know, divine aspect of who you are when you're loving yourself. And then you get solutions that you adore to situations that are going on in your life.
I couldn't agree more. 24 usable hours in every day, Marie. And that should happen during then for yourself, right? All right.
Sure.
Okay. 877-825-8828. We'll now take Chris calling in from Charlotte, North Carolina. Got a lot of people from North Carolina today.
Hey, I love North Carolina because one of my babies is there, but I also love the state. It's really beautiful.
That's true. Hey, Chris.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Hey.
Yep.
Great.
So what can I do for you?
First of all, I want to say thank you. I called you about a year ago, and I was in a pretty bad place, and you gave me some advice, and I'm in a much better place. You actually, my wife just spoke to you a few minutes ago. We spent a month in Thailand at a yoga workshop. Yeah, we're pretty excited.
Great.
No kidding. I mean, that just sounds amazing. How incredible is that to go to Thailand for a whole month and hang out with your body and like-minded people and do something beautiful for your soul? What a great gift to give yourself.
Yeah, we're both teachers, and it was pretty transformative. being able to step away from all the responsibilities and all the stresses.
Love it.
It was fantastic. So kind of on the heels of that, coming back into the real world, how do I, keep my energy level up, keep focused, kind of keep on the right path? How do I avoid falling back into the bad patterns that I used to react with anger and frustration, trying to be kinder and more understanding and more patient and more loving and more spiritual? And those are things I was lacking for a really long time. So I guess that's my question.
Well, what I was hearing is that you've been annoyed about your life, so whatever frustrations you were exhibiting externally, they were really about your internal frustrations. And I think that's probably true for lots of people, actually. I know when I, have yelled at my kids when they were younger, or if I yell at the pets, they haven't done anything wrong. I'm just annoyed about something that's going on inside of me or going on in my life. It's more personal. So what I'm hearing is that keeping on the track of what you want. Do you know what you really want in life? What would you like to have happen for you?
That's one of my shortcomings, is I never really made goals and plans other than to be happy in the moment. And so I think now I'm almost hitting 60, and it's like, I'm feeling I need to make up for that lost time. So yeah, that is an obstacle that I'm facing now that I'm trying to find the answers to.
Well, that's great. I think it's wonderful that you learned how to be happy in the moment. That's extremely lovely. Wouldn't you love to teach people some of those things that you're learning?
Yeah. And that's actually been mentioned by other people that maybe going into the healing, because I can relate with people that have had the damage too. So
I think that's where I want you to put your energies. How could I work in the world where I get to help people have different experiences? You can call it healing, coaching, whatever you want to call it, but I think that's where you want to be. So that's where I want you to start putting your energy, is allowing yourself to co-create that into the universe for you.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Good. So keep your focus on that. That will help keep you balanced.
All right. Any messages from the spirit world?
Well, is your mother still with us?
No, she's not. She passed.
Okay. So I'm feeling your mom, and she's actually being sweet. I don't know what she was like in life or not, quite frankly, because this is radio and I'm going so quick. But she says that she blames herself for not letting you be more focused on your own needs. And she kind of trained you early on to be focused on other people's needs. And so she's grateful and thrilled that you are stepping into what makes you personally happy.
Well, thank you. That tracks. Thank you.
Good. She's blowing you kisses, and she even gives you little Hershey chocolate kisses.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know why people do certain things, but when I'm telling the person it's here, it makes sense to them, right?
Yeah. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Yeah, thanks, Chris, for joining in. As soon as you said the Hershey Kisses, I believe it was Beth that called in earlier. You could hear her laugh in the background too, because I think she got the same thought.
That's lovely.
I know,
That's
right?
lovely.
877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. Just a few minutes left in the show for today, but we'll take now Tammy calling in from Florida. Hi, Tammy.
Well, hello.
Hi, Tammy.
Hi,
what can I do? Hi. What can I do for you?
Well, it's the first time I've ever called in, but I'm in a place where I'd really like to hear what you have to say. I'm super impulsive, and my mind can get pretty crazy sometimes. And I've been a Christian for a couple years, but not as strong as I know I should be. But I want out of my marriage that I've had for 32 years, and I've already started the process. My husband doesn't want the split.
Sure.
But he's no happier with us than I am.
Right. Yeah. It's really, really true. So there's no shoulds in the world. Like, you don't have to be a better Christian or, a better human being, or, you know, it's really just about personal happiness. As long as you're happy, that's when our light shines through, and we make choices that are in balance and alignment with what's in the highest good. And when we do what's in our highest good, it's in the highest good of others. Like getting this divorce, it is in the highest good of your husband, because he's not making progress. He's not moving forward. He's like stuck. And but you know, he doesn't like change, and he doesn't want to have to do the work, and he's going to have to do some work once you guys are divorced, and he will do it. So do you have an actual question for me, or?
I do. So my main thing is, because I know that I need to do that. We've like 3 times I've gone back and it never changes and it's never better. So I know I need to do that. But do you see a best way that I can get a hold of my mind?
Mm-hmm. Well, I actually had that thought after speaking to Chris in North Carolina. I mean, can you go to Tahiti for a month, or Thailand and take a month-long meditation course? You know, could you do that? It would be nice for you to get away anyway. You know what I mean? You kind of need that.
Okay. I kind of put my...
In other words, you need to learn how to be in your body and not be in your head. Now, if you can't take a month off and go to Thailand for yoga retreat, I completely understand. I would start studying Qigong. It's simple, it's easy, it's not hard on the body, and it works incredibly well to get your energy out of your brain and into your body. You could just take an online course, or actually watch some free YouTube videos and start practicing it. I think you're going to love it.
Okay. Yeah, I put my impulsiveness put myself in a position where I bought a place in Florida and it needs a ton of work that I did not foresee. So yeah, I've put myself into a pickle because I jumped.
Yeah. But I mean, worst case scenario, you can sell it. Yeah. If you don't want it, you can sell it. The market's actually doing well in Florida. So, you know.
Yeah. Well, I would love to sell it, but I think that I wouldn't even get my money back out of it until I fix it.
Sure.
But that's beside the
so why
point.
don't you start practicing Qigong, because I think you're a smart, aware person, but you're still somewhat, you know, listening to following the logical mind. And I think if you can start doing Qigong, then you'll get out of your head and start hearing your own incredible wisdom and get clarity and get confidence about what to do next.
Okay. Do you see me working? Do you see me working here?
Are you in Florida right now?
Yes.
Yeah, I do see you. I do see you spending time there and having fun and working if you want to.
Great. Thank you, Marie.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Yeah, thanks, Tammy, for joining us from the Florida area. And let's do one more, Marie. We'll sneak one in before the end of the show. Let's take Peggy calling in from Virginia. Hey, Peggy.
Hi, Marie. So glad to get through.
Hi. I love Virginia too. I've driven through it. It's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
So beautiful.
Always green.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Get to my question quickly. So my husband has been on the other coast, taking care of an elderly parent, and it was the best thing that could have happened to both of us for him to leave when he did. Things were just really bad. So we did. I'm still in the house, and I do feel some resentment that he just like left me with everything. At the same time, I am deeply appreciative that I found myself again.
Yay.
And I did talk to him. Yeah, and I did talk to him last night, and he sees that he'll probably be there for another 1 to 2 years. He does not.
I know he doesn't want to come back. He does not want to come back. So I think you need to hire a handyman, a yard person if you don't have one, just so you don't have to take care of everything. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of work.
Okay, well so there's that. Go ahead. Yeah. I can't hear you.
No. That's I took my pause. Yes, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, the other thing I'm wondering about is, I feel very comfortable that I could live here another year or two under these conditions. But at the same time, I'm wondering about moving. I just can't get a feel for where I mean, I'm developing my life here. I have hobbies, I have friends, and I'm so grateful for the changes in my life. But at some point, I think I will have to move, and I can't. Do you see anything? Can you help me out with that?
Well, I am going to help you out. First of all, nothing's wrong. Everything's fine. Why are you trying to figure out the future? Can't you stay present, enjoy what's going on? You're doing wonderful. And when and if it's time to move, you will get the perfect urge and you'll know exactly where to go.
I love that. I love that.
Well, I love you, and I love everyone who's listening to the show, even everyone who's not listening to the show. I love humanity deeply. And thank you for calling in. I hope you have a gorgeous day in Virginia. And thank you, everyone, for loving yourself even just a little bit more today. Joyful blessings. Bye-bye for now.